Hey, it is time for Morning Dungeons and Dragons here at GM Balo. We've got some amazing players, and maybe some amazing players coming on as time goes on, as they wake up. I don't know. But, no, we really hope they're all okay. I haven't heard from them. But, um, and actually, that's right. Let me do something, because something now occurs to me. Just fixing something I don't want to say it on stream with one of the players. There we go. Let's do that for now. Cool. So you can go ahead and help our players out by sending some inspiration their way, or also a treasure boost will work out just as well. And there's many other things, but today we'll just get right into it. We find ourselves once again in the city of Ankara on the continent of Marquette. In the world of Exandria, large trees bristle about, buildings made mostly of sandstone and marble everywhere. And our group has found themselves a little bit at a crossroads. They've done a few odd jobs, and one could say even missions, for both the Cobalt Soul and the Academy of Allsight, and now need to decide if they're going to continue and in which one they wish to do. Though aligned and good, both of them tend to be, they do have slightly different ways of looking at things. And as such, can't have those who might try to go different directions. So, as a party, as a group, as an organization, they're asking the adventuring company, as it were, to commit to one of them. And they have a decision before them. So, say in the bunkhouse that you've been paying for, the kind of bare minimum accommodations here in Ankara, what would you like to do?
I think Varys will just pop up out of nowhere and then just be like, "Oh, hey, guys, what's up? Where have you been? Where I missed?"
Where the fuck did you go?
This place is pretty dope. Also, very confusing. Side streets don't have any signs.
You got lost.
Of course, I got lost. I was getting to that.
Okay. Well, this is gonna be a recap.
Footnotes, please.
So footnotes.
Don't work
We
too
got
hard.
jumped by some invisible people.
Oh.
And we were
This is
sent to go.
Pickles.
This is Pickles, by the way. Pickles,
Oh.
that's Varys.
Hi. Varys is a wood elf male. Is a matted green skin, kind of like the Hulk. Long, dirty blonde hair that's held back by a loose ponytail. Wearing a kind of dirty, raggedy, like what used to be white, but is kind of just because it's so dirty, it's kind of like an off gray gi with like long billowing sleeves. Your basic like white light fabric pants with sandals on, and just a quarterstaff in his one hand, and then a bag with a little pseudo dragon popping out of the bag. Okay. Hi, Varys. What do you do?
I'm Pickle. I am man about town. I'm. You see this little gnome who's he tends to either be like boldly strutting about or he's hiding in the shadows. So he's kind of got the two sides to him.
Mm-hmm.
He's green gold hair, wearing thieves' leathers. He's often tinkering with a little clockwork rat that he's trying to fix. It's supposed to be realistic, but it keeps making this horse barking sound. He's he seems like very observant. He's looking around him all the time. So I've joined this group. I met them in the market when it was an elephant figurine that was had gone mad and
Yeah.
trampled the marketplace. And so far I've been enjoying it. I've made some money, and which I sorely needed, and so well met. Glad to meet you.
Yeah, glad to meet you too. Oh, wow, that's a elephant. Yeah, I wasn't gonna mess with that. That's why I kind of dipped.
Yeah.
That's
Like,
right.
I saw you on crowd control out, and I was wondering where you actually ran
It
off
did
to.
turn on crowd control, but then it got really bad. So then I just kind of left.
Okay. Well, to catch you up.
That is not an
Again,
example of how I
so.
treat this group. I actually quite like these people.
So
We've bathed together.
I caught a crocodile while bathing together. That was weird.
Yeah, it was really
Anyway, so the elephant that was for all sight. Cobalt Soul sent us to investigate a baker because they're suspecting him to be illegally peddling magic items.
Was he?
Well, yeah.
Okay.
His back room was also kind of like a torture chamber, so we also got him on that. We got. Oh, here's your gold from that job
Oh, cool. Take it back.
in the bag. So we found. I'm going to close the door real quick with everyone inside. We found a short sword made of something called ruidium. I think that's what the cobalt person called it.
Mm-hmm.
And Vendelin touched it. Oh, he's asleep already. Just wow, hit the bed.
How does Venderman look? Like, does it look like something's wrong with him, or is it just like you
It's
can't
like
even tell?
there is like red, like a rash that's kind of covered his like neck and face.
Holy gods, that's okay.
Yeah, I think
Were
that
you
might
gonna
also
do anything
be
about that?
why he's. I think he just needs some sleep, but I don't really know much. But the baker, the murderous baker, was planning to sell that sword to someone from the Vermilion Dream.
Oh, we're back to messing with them now.
Not yet, but also yes. Because our friends who we traveled here with, Cuddles, Vendelin, and I went to go check on them after we were attacked by the invisible stalkers.
Okay, now we've come full circle. Okay.
Yeah, now they're with them. Our friends are with the dream, whether that's by choice or by enchantment.
Oh,
Yeah, I know. I'm kind of hurt about that as well, but
yeah,
you
they're
know.
pretty cool. I'm kind of bummed out.
Yeah. So yeah, looks on his cat. Oh wow, all three of them are asleep. Cool.
I mean, you guys
What's on
fought an
that?
elephant. I'm not surprised.
Well, that was this morning. Anyway, yeah, looks on his cat. Followed the Vermilion Dreamer back generally towards where they're hiding. So we know where they are, maybe. So if we want to do anything about that, we can go do something about that.
Okay.
But also
yeah.
at this point, we got to decide. We can't do like dual enrollment, so we can't be part of the Cobalt Soul and the Allegiance of All Sight. So, yeah.
Or we could try and go to the hole.
I want to go in the hole. Yeah,
Who has the hole?
All Sight.
Then yeah. Dumb question.
I mean, yeah, cool.
I mean, I know Vendelin wanted to do it. If Vendelin's going to be sleeping through this.
Yeah, I'd say we hold off on our decision until everyone wakes up in the morning.
I mean, we can always write them a note.
Yeah, we could.
And
But
I'll just kind of like rip off a piece of paper. I'll put on. We went to the hole, like the backside, and kind of put it on Vendelin's forehead.
Cool. Did you have anything to say there, Pickle?
Sorry, guys, I'm just still waking up. It's 7 a.m. here. Yeah, I mean, the fastest way to me is to get to this Allegiance All Site and get, like, they control this excavation. So,
Yeah.
But do we
So-
know that it's underwater? Is it underwater?
well, the big hole's a big hole in the city. We didn't get a chance to go into the big hole.
Okay.
Because we were stopped before we
Okay.
got in.
All right.
Which is also part of why we want to go into the hole. We just want to know where it goes.
Okay. And what happened with Prolix? Prolix? Remember the tiefling guy? Devil Man?
Prolix, yeah. What about him?
What were we doing for him?
Oh well, Prolix is with the Allegiance of All Sight. So
That was the elephant.
yeah,
That was the elephant. Oh,
that
okay.
was the elephant.
Alright.
With with the Ruidium,
Elephant.
the Ruidium
Hmm.
elephant.
Oh, that was also.
Yeah, because when I was
Yeah.
hacking into its head, like I just saw a bunch of red lines, which then I saw on the Ruidium that Vendelin touched.
Hmm.
So there's a
Alright.
connection there.
I mean, I'm not smart enough to figure that out. So but yeah, that all sounds too much like a. One is one thing. Two is a coincidence.
Yeah.
So, yay. Okay. I'm securing that note onto Vendelin's forehead.
Well,
okay.
I mean, it's kind of late at night. I kind of want to go to sleep.
Oh,
So, yeah.
I misjudged the entire scene. Varys thought it was morning.
Windows are shut. It's fine.
Okay. Wow. Great shutters. Okay.
Like blackout curtains.
Okay. So you may have your long rest.
Before I go to sleep,
Yes.
I want to, in some attempt, try to commune with the Changebringer through the jewel. Because
Okay.
she's who Giles believes in, and just try to figure out what, as a whole, like, aside from aligning ourselves with parties, what our next step should be in finding this Alajan.
Go ahead and make a wisdom check.
And I can.
Natural 19 for a 20.
20. Okay. Were you trying to say something, Pickles?
No, it's fine.
You sit there with it, attuned, and you just feel you feel a tug, and as you close your eyes, you see three individuals walking. One gray carrying a book, the other bright blue walking with a long staff, the other red. And they all seem to be taking different types of routes down. Some are taking stairs, one seems to be almost carabining down the side of a cliff. But the direction all paths seem to lead is going below. And there is a large, like darker, more menacing red where they're going. And at that point, its path split 3 ways. And you see there's one clear way of destruction and others of different futures. Indicating a big event awaits and choices depending on who gets there. All right.
So I'll come out of that and look at Varys, who's probably like halfway fallen asleep, and say, "We're going in the hole. We're going in the hole." And then I go to sleep.
And before I go to sleep, I just wait till they're asleep, and then I cast Pass Without Trace and look in everyone's bags to see what they all have. Pickle's not really stealing anything right now, but they're just very, very nosy.
Yeah, give me a stealth check first.
Okay, so I've cast Pass Without Trace on myself, so I have plus
Yep.
10 on that. Alright. So it's a 7, but I have a 9 added to it, so 16 plus 10, 26.
Yep.
Yeah, you go past. Yeah,
Yeah, that's without twice and magic and
and rogue
Damn.
or something.
Rogue.
All right.
So yeah, I would say you're able to rustle through everyone's things. What's
Just for shits and giggles, I need you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Uh-oh.
what did they get into?
My pseudo dragon's in my bag.
Oh, no.
Well, I would say that the Shoe Dragon does not notice them.
You can't
Because
notice.
Ah.
26 stealth.
That's a
Right.
26 stealth. I think they see the pseudo dragon and they were like, "Yep, nope. Let me just move them slightly," and are able to continue going through.
Well, that's a good thing because my contract would have been a 5.
Interesting.
Okay, that satisfied my knowledge of everybody's belongings.
I think in my bag, what do you find? Close to nothing. I think you find like. Okay, well it depends. Actually, okay, yeah. So yeah, I usually see a potion and then like 3 potions. Sorry, a dirty spear and the rest of your basic adventuring gear like mess kit, rations, and a disguise kit.
Well, I would have expected nothing less of a monk and a dirty key.
He doesn't really carry a lot, no.
Although I'm worried that he has a potion substance condition, but you know.
I don't think he remembers where he got it either.
If you go into my bag, it's empty. You don't see anything.
Hmm.
And it goes on forever, basically.
It's just a void.
Yeah.
How big is this bag? Could I get into this bag?
You can certainly
Yeah.
try.
I mean, you're a small creature. I think you can fit in if you really wanted to.
I'll just file that away for later.
Real quick, what's your con modifier?
Just one.
It's a 2 minutes of held breath.
Ooh, yeah. That would be fun.
Oh god. Yeah.
Well, I think there's 10 minutes of air within the bag.
Oh, right.
I see.
Gotcha. My precious air.
Perry air, just. Alright. just real quick, just so everybody knows, 3 inspirations were given at the beginning of the chat of this game. So everyone
Got
take one
one.
now, and we got 3 lying on the table.
Wow.
Cool.
All right. So
Yeah.
then, yeah, with all this newfound knowledge, I peacefully go off to sleep.
Very nice. All right. Wake following day. And sun is warm again. Another beautiful day on Corral. What would you like to do?
Today's the day. Today's the day. Today's the day. We're gonna go to the hole. We're gonna go to the hole.
Hole. We're gonna talk to the people who have the hole, and hopefully go in the hole. But yes, we're going
Okay.
to people who have the hole.
Awesome. Yeah, I'm excited. Vendolin's excited. I'm excited for Vendolin.
Vendolin is
Okay.
still asleep.
So as you go to leave, you do find that there is a courier from the Allside Academy who she's and there are a small gnome man who's carrying a lot of books, seems to be reading while doing their job. Hey, I think I've caught all of you. I have here a letter that you are being offered an application to officially join the Academy of Allsight.
Awesome.
That was easy.
For your
Yeah. Why do you
good,
do it?
good deal. Well, if you are accepting it, I think I can note that if this isn't acceptance, that's wonderful. I'll take it right back. It only takes usually a few days to process.
Yeah. That works.
Does
Yeah.
this mean we get to go to the hole?
I mean, should your duties and should it require you, permission may be given for such things.
We're
Okay.
gonna have to go into the hole, but yeah, cool.
Oh, wait. So we're not going in the hole today, Giles.
Not today. I didn't say we're getting in the hole today.
I go
I
back
said
in the
we were
hole.
going to be eventually going in the hole.
You're all liars.
So you have it's being put into so your acceptance is going through and things. You used to this. You've been here a few weeks, isn't it? Days. This is time. Things move a little slowly here. In term, there's in this large city, there's multiple organizations that have to make sure their records are complete. Your names have to be given at the various locations. It's the same. It's true with a lot of your work here. Has been and we'll get back to you in a few days, and it's just been not as quick as some of like the small civilizations, the towns, where you had a like town leader who just simply said, "Yep, go do this." This is inner political frameworks and is taking longer. So it's a new culture that you're getting used to a little bit here in Marquette. But you have the day and the night. What do you want to do?
Fighting pit.
We can still do that.
I mean, it's in the city.
I mean, that's up to. Well, I wouldn't say no. Wouldn't say no to punching. You know how much I love punching people.
I do. Yes.
We'll see how I feel when we get to the building.
Okay.
But generally, you have a day of just kind of enjoying the city. Kind of describe for me the day and night your characters just would have, I guess, is more what we're doing.
I guess Varys, when he hears the offer of the fight, he's like, okay, yeah. It's not like that's all we do is just we go to things and we punch things and try not to get caught when we punch things. I guess he'd probably delay if there is a fight at all. He'll kind of just delay that at most and just kind of show them around, because I think like since I wasn't here last session to like fill in a gap, I think Varys has just been exploring the city more on his own. So he was like, I want to show you guys some cool spots that I found on my own while you guys were elephant chasing. And he just goes in different spots. Some of it's like on the borders, or it's like just a big sand wall. You just go up and you're like, so my favorite part of this You see all that, and it points to the city. That's nice and pretty. You look at, I go the other direction. That looks like death, and it's just sand. It's just sand. And he's like, this place is cool. And he just goes back down.
Very cool. So what shenanigans do you imagine the three of you get into?
I kind of want to stop by the bakery that we hit up last night, see if the Hand of Ord has done anything about it yet.
Mm-hmm. You walk by there, and you do see that there are signs that have the symbol of the Hand of Ord that simply say "closed."
Okay. Yeah, that's all I really wanted to do. Ferris, what else do you want to do? What else do you want to do?
You promised me a fight.
Well, that's tonight.
I mean, I would just keep bringing you all the different parts of the city that he's found. That's basically it. He just he just wants to get to know the city a lot more, and kind of just like know memorize the little secret passageways and the nice little alleys no one knows about. Just to, like, make things go faster. And then as the day goes on, like, we're getting to things a lot quicker because I'm so familiar with the city. But yeah, that's all he's going to be doing.
Okay. Very good. And anything Pickles wants to add?
Pickles, if they go by any shops, Pickles is looking in all the shops.
Okay.
Casing the door.
Nice.
Giles, how much money does the group have?
I don't know how much the group has in general, because that's a lot of counting. But personally, I have about 140 gold. Pause while Aiden goes scrolling through Discord to try to find the link to our shared wealth.
Hang on, I'm pulling that up too. 678, I think, is what I got. As the group's total gold.
Okay. Is there anything you wanted to grab?
That's up to people that want that need things. I also feel like that's the group's stuff, and Vendolin's usually the one that needs paper and components.
Yeah, he's usually the one who needs things.
I don't know. Does Pickle need stuff like that, or?
Oh, one thing Pickle tends to do, and I should have done it last night, is stick things in other people's bags that are stronger and can carry more. Pickle likes to be prepared and have like grappling hooks and things like that, but it all adds up really fast. So you may find, random, like grappling hooks and fishing gear in your belongings. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
I probably wouldn't know about it because I have to know what I'm pulling out of the bag.
Yeah, well, okay,
he'll never know.
I'll never know.
Yeah. As soon as I put stuff in there, I realize what kind of bag it is. So then you should watch out because Pickle will be putting a lot in your bag.
Okay, I'll let you know how full it gets, because it can only hold a certain amount.
Alright.
Okay. In that case, the shopping, and you have your second night in the fighting pits, which goes reasonably well. As a group, you're able to get about 20 gold apiece out of it.
Cool.
Nice. Yeah, just a little something. Where did I get 175? Okay. Was it 25 or all 20 gold?
We got 20 gold, and you got the 175 from the fight. No, not from the fight. Yeah, from Cobalt Soul.
Oh, right. Okay.
But as you come out, you get to enjoy the nice, essentially peaceful air of Ankarel. Um, it's quiet and peaceful. Sorry about that. I'm just saying words. The dog. I'm so sorry.
It's alright.
Lulu's Death Hand is cross campaign.
So, um, you're walking and it is quiet. And people going place to place. The different lanterns is what start to catch your attention. With the wind that comes through the city a little bit more at night, all the lanterns are placed inside these hollowed out crystals or colored kind of thin sandstone so the light can still pass through just subtly, giving a colorful and warm look. As people begin to settle down, here the night isn't the biggest time, but I'll say Pickles, as all of you are going down, you realize that there's someone following you, the three of you.
Hey, guys, there's somebody following us.
And if anyone tries to stop, I kind of just take them and say, just keep walking,
Don't
keep
turn around.
walking, keep walking. And then I kind of want to slow down just so I'm like kind of behind the two of them, but like in a way where it's just like whoever's following us has to get in between me to get to them. So I'll just head back a little more.
You with you as you're paying attention, Varys, you feel something sailing through the air towards you.
If he feels like it's close enough to whack him with a stick, I think Eris will try and do that.
Okay, you turn quickly. It seems to be a small rock about the size of, I would say, like a grape. As you hit it quickly, it ends up going straight back and hitting the figure. Ow! You hear the voice of Prolix against a building. Jeez, I was just trying to get your attention.
There are more nicer ways to do that. How about a little hello?
I was trying to get you in a corner so it would be inconspicuous.
Well, all right, get in that corner then. God, guys, it's just Prolix, and I head into a corner.
I follow into the corner. Then I walk back and grab Pickle and guide Pickle into the corner.
I think someone is trying to frame me for the attack at the Life Dome.
There's an attack on
What?
Life Dome.
That's where we were jumped by invisible stalkers.
Yeah,
Oh.
that was. And you see now that he's dressed in dark clothes, as though he's trying to remain unnoticed, not in his usual attire of the Allegiance of All Sight. Earlier today, a thief snatched my satchel as I was walking down the street. I reported the theft, then went about my business. A few hours ago, someone used a sending spell to notify me that my satchel had found its way to the Crystal Chateau, and that I should claim it at once. I was on my way to retrieve it when I found this. And rummaging through his pockets, he pulls out a silver ring with a stripe of red metal. I think someone slipped it into my pocket, but I swear it's not mine. It looks like one of the magic items salvaged from Camaro, but I can't be sure. You believe me, right?
I'm gonna do a quick insight on that. Another natural 19 for a dirty 20. Let's go.
He seems desperate in his claims of innocence and scared.
I think Varus will take a corner of his sleeve and to cover his hand and like take the ring if Prolix will let us. I just want to look at it a little more.
Yeah. It's a plain silver ring, and you do have there's the red stripe, and it shines, indicating some type of magical property. So I'm afraid that whoever planted that on me also placed something in the satchel. So I don't want to return to the Crystal Chateau or even go back to the academy until I learn why Uso's trying to set me up.
So you want us to? All right. What are you asking us to do? You want us to get your satchel and see what they put in there, or just keep you hidden?
I want you to... I'm asking you to try to get information, find out who did this, where'd all this come from. I have a friend. He's the manager of the Omnivore Library in the Sizzle District. Bookkeeper Kaim. Now, they are in charge of keeping records of every item of antiquity salvaged from Calmoro. I'm wondering maybe if we can find out who the ring came from, or where the ring came from. We can find out the person who's doing all of this.
Okay. Cool. We can do that, right, guys?
Yeah, sounds easy enough.
I think Varus would want to hold on to the ring just a little more with his hand still covered by his sleeve, just so it's not on Prolix's person.
Yeah, just trying to keep it.
Yeah, I'm not trying to do like actual contact with it, like skin on skin contact with it.
Right. I gotcha.
All right. Okay, let's go find this in the Sigil District. And I kind of want to, I guess if we're trying to be in a hurry, I kind of want to use my background to get us there a lot quicker.
Okay.
Yeah.
You take quickest routes, understand the streets well, and it's early enough to where the different libraries and schools in the Scissor District, mostly studying arcane, are beginning to close, but you mentioned Prolix's name at the door, and a looks like a gray-skinned elven person greets them. He goes, welcome. You mentioned Prolix.
You bookkeeper Kaim?
I am.
Like to have a word inside if you don't mind.
Of course. Takes you and he sits behind his large desk, books everywhere.
Real quick, I just want to be the last one to walk in and then check outside if we've been followed at all.
Make a perception check.
I think that's just a 15. Let me double check. Oh, 18.
All right. You look. Does it seem like anyone's coming?
And I'll shut the door. So, and Prolix is with us too, right? Like, he's just standing there with us, or no?
Did you want Prolix to come too, or because they were trying to stay hidden?
I think, I would leave it up to him if he wanted to stay or not. It'd be better if it was just the three of us.
Yeah, he leaves you.
Okay. Come on Prolix's behalf. We need to know who came in possession of this item, and I kind of unfurl my clenched hand and drop the ring on a desk. I wouldn't touch that though. It was slipped into Prolix's belongings without him knowing.
I see. How can I help?
I guess
We just need to know if you know where this ring came into possession.
I see.
also I guess what kind of properties it has too, because we are not too fuzzy on those kind of details.
I'll see what I can find. And picks up the ring. You see that they seem to have this, like, kind of pair of tweezers they use, and as they do, you see like a small reaction as though it's actually keeping the metal from spreading or almost making it slightly inert.
Wish I had
And
those.
makes a few notes, puts it back down, and starts to go to the back and produces a few records and starts pushing them through. All right. There's only one mention of this ring. It's the inventory from an expedition from 2 months ago. This would be Agents Enbara Flintbreaker and Idris Lornan. Was led by Professor Limey West. According to the documents here, the group was accosted by a thief on its way back to the surface, but there's no mention of what was stolen.
Where can we find these three? Professor Limey West, at least. Where can we find him?
That would be the best way to do this would be the Crystal Chateau and the daylight. It would be a day. Usually, these individuals would be there. Now, you said you didn't know a lot about things. Is there gaps I can fill in?
I mean, we usually have a mage on hand that can identify magical items. I just thought that would be something you can do.
I see. Well, I can look at that a little, but are you familiar with the Sentinels of Memory?
Heard of them?
Am I?
They were kind of name dropped like yesterday. Don't really know who they are.
So, going through this, Sentinels of Memory are a new faction. They're established around the same time of the project to explore the sunken ruins. So, what's curious about this is, I mean, I manage here, but it seems that some of my secretaries have put their information next to this record, which usually indicates that there was some type of interaction. Anyway, this is around the time of this expedition is about the time that the Sentinels of Memory asserted that the Undertemple, as it was called, is a prison to be kept sealed and forgotten. Now you're asking about the Ruidium. That name was coined by the Consortium of the Vermilion Dream to identify the reddish metal found all around the ruins of Calmaro. It has entered the academic lexicon. Now, we don't know the extent of its properties, but the early reports suggested that it produces crystalline veins in other substances that it comes in contact with. Inorganic and organic.
I look at my cloak at where I've been holding this ring in my hand since we've been moving around.
Yes, you want to avoid prolonged contact.
Is it lethal?
It seems possibly over time.
The same mage that I'm talking about has been exposed, and he's showing signs. I just wanted to know if this can be helped.
So far, we haven't been able to find a way to reverse it, but the records, the Academy has, usually when someone first shows signs of it, one, they're reprimanded for being careless, but two, they are no longer permitted to, they try to limit any further exposure. So its
Okay.
cause is being kicked off, and as it doesn't seem to progress on its own, but only from increased exposure to ruidium.
Okay.
Now, I do see a slight pattern here. As I'm looking, some of the expedition logs and inventories of recovered items seem to have been redacted or left unfinished. And, well, this is interesting. It seems as though all the expeditions were led by Limey West.
That's the man we gotta talk to then.
Looks like Captain Cuddles woke up.
Cuddles, you can take inspiration
Okay.
just from whatever's been
Yeah.
dropped in.
I know we're on stream, but everything okay?
Yeah, my internet died last night.
Okay, is that what was
Okay.
going?
Literally, it's been out.
Got it.
Yep. Cool. Want to make sure it wasn't anything more serious.
Nope.
Vanished.
To fill you in, we really didn't accomplish anything other than Prolix is hiding from the Allegiance because someone's been feeding him contraband secretly without him knowing, and I'm trying to figure out who that is.
They're trying to frame him for whatever happened at the Life Dome.
He has a ruidium ring, which we're learning more about right now.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a bit of troubling. I don't like how the factions are aligning.
What about the ring itself? Are you able to identify if it has any properties at all, like other than it's tainted with ruidium? What else can it do?
Said a little bit. It seems interesting. Make a persuasion check.
Okay. Could be better, but I'm not going to complain. Aha, 6.
6. I think it's best locked away, and there's no need to know these things.
Okay.
After all, it doesn't matter what it can do. If what matters is if there's these things planted on Prolix, we need to find out why and to make sure he's exonerated.
Of course. Alright, then I guess we'll start heading Legions of Allsight.
I don't think. I think. I really do think. I really do think we should be taking that ring with us. That's evidence right there.
Yeah, I wasn't going to leave without that.
No, certainly I don't
yeah, and
need
I'll-
it here.
I guess to keep it to hold it a lot better with my hand, not my hands full. I'll grab a piece of paper from my bag and put it in there and just wrap that, and then put it in there. All right, let's go. Thank you, bookkeeper. We'll let you know about anything about your friend Prolix.
Excellent. Kind of looks and watches you go. All right. So then you have you have the night before you would be able to go to the chateau. Simply get rest, or is there anything you'd want to act on?
Don't think I have any plans. Oh, good.
Nope.
I'll sneak those items into the bag of holding. So a grappling hook, a block and tackle, and a fishing rod.
Nice. Very good. Like easy enough from your other south. Just like, dunk, dunk.
Yeah.
I just want to look at my character sheet real quick because I think I might attempt something here. We don't know because we don't know anything. We've only come into contact with one object that had Ruidus curse on that. That was a short sword that Vendolin found.
Yeah.
And just on contact, that was something that already got him. He didn't use anything on it, or was it just as soon as he touched it, he was already
the contact did. You get that this ring, because even Prolix handled it, it can probably be slightly more safely handled because it really has to do with the size. Because you had a sword. This is a large piece of metal, so a larger deposit of iridium because of that, and their ring is a smaller quantity.
All right. Yeah, Varys is just gonna make sure that he's gonna kind of just keep an eye out for the night, and while still have the ring in his bag, and it's just basically staying watch for as long as he can.
Okay. You get your night's rest. And how much longer do you have, Pickles?
2 hours.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, 2 hours. Yeah.
Oh, I see
Damn.
that. Sorry.
I was in game. I was like, what do you mean? What do you mean?
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure that we were good. Cool. In that case, actually, can we take our 10-minute break now and then come back?
Yep, sure.
Yeah, sure.
Cool. Perfect. Do a little bit of bio break, and we'll be back. Okay. All right. So as the night winds up, if there's nothing else, you can report to the Chateau early in the morning.
Yep, let's do it.
Let's move out.
Come on, magic muscles.
Let's go.
All right. So, as you report, you give the names, and there's a nodding again. You can tell now as you people recognize your descriptions, and as you're identifying who you are, the patience and the paperwork that has been going on is becoming evident in the way you are addressed. So like, oh yes, yes, and certain levels of respect that you are given, and you're seeing more society isn't so much rude. It's just there's a certain way they do things, and once it's done, wheels move, and things do happen, but they respect their time, and so. At first they go, and Bara and Idris, you say?
Yes, and if at all possible, Professor West too.
Possibly, West. I believe Enbar and Idris are available right now.
Okay,
I can take you there.
very well.
And you see, these both human, and they are sitting at their desks. They actually have a shared desk that faces each other, and they're working on different documents and then kind of giving to each other. They're proofreading each other's work and then kind of pushing it to the side. Kind of busy between actual, off to expedition work, and introduced by the fellow front desk and go, yes, these are official guests of our factions here, and the two nod, and I wish to have more information regarding some things at Carmero. Of course. What would you like to ask them?
Are we alone with these two, or is that person that
you're provided a room here where you can be alone.
Right, yeah. If they try and get up, I'm gonna ask them to sit down, just so we can just have a little presence in the room.
Yeah. You're all let to be in a room on your own, and then they have a seat, and it's. Yeah. Yes, how can I help?
Yeah, we wanted to have more information on your recent findings over at the sunken temple, sunken city.
Sure. When are you thinking? Like, when are you talking about?
Something that, well, according to the logs, 2 months ago, yeah.
Okay. What about that? We don't do. Mostly we provide some security, but sure. What do you want to know?
I guess I just want to know what your professor is having you do with items such as this, and I'll quickly unfurl the piece of paper covering the ring, and I kind of just slam the ring on, drop the ring on the table and watch them react.
Drops to go. Where'd you get that?
That's not important. What knows is that we have it.
Well, it's it's either been stolen from the site or not logged.
Oh, it was logged. The only
Okay.
common denominator that it's been logged out by the professor and yourselves. And it should sort of stayed there, yet it found its way out.
I don't. Well, is that the one where we were attacked? Right. Yeah, something attacked us. Maybe that's what happened?
Something.
Or one? I don't know.
Did you see anybody?
I don't. I guess I didn't.
I wasn't here last session, so is this kind of this? Is this a separate incident than what the group has faced, or is this all the same incident that we had?
This is separate.
Is this separate? Okay. Well, we too were attacked by certain unseen adversaries. We didn't have anything on us, did we? Other than that sword, that ruidium sword.
No, we didn't get the sword until later. After that.
Yeah.
So it looks like there's people going after individuals with knowledge on these items, or they're trying to find them themselves.
Just remember, we were working and we were attacked. I guess. Yeah.
Should we tell them about relics?
My inclination is not, but because they're not, they don't seem to have much to offer us.
Yeah, I guess any information we kind of would have to go to their professor, but I guess I just wanted to see if they knew any more. I mean, I don't have any other questions that popped in mind, so if anyone wants to try and
How long have you been working for the professor?
Well, we don't work for the professor. We work for the chateau here. So.
Have you been on several expeditions with the same professor?
No, I think it's just the one.
I'll run an insight. I'll give myself guidance and run an insight to see if I think that they are hiding anything or know more. Or...
Sure.
So where's my guidance? Oh, sorry. All right. Well, it's 21 plus the 1d4, so.
Okay. Look, and these are people you're thinking back to their desks and just the way that everything seems so vague and undefined seems off to you. It doesn't, and even their behavior, the way that they can't remember things, just doesn't add up. But at the same time, you don't feel like their ignorance is a lie. But it just doesn't match their personalities or what you would think of their personalities to be. These people wouldn't forget these types of details.
Do they have records of the expedition or anything like that, or?
So as they look at the records, it seems to be the same. This is like there's this thing of. It's actually really strange as they go through the records. They go yes, and there's a crazy amount of details about how many times per hour there was a creak in a carriage and the type of rocks they found, and then at some point, kind of during the excavation and kind of coming out, it's. Well, going down a path, we were attacked. woke up.
Hmm.
And then after kind of getting back on the road, suddenly the detail kind of returns again.
Thank you.
Do you both plan on meeting your professor anytime soon?
I mean, she requests us. We don't have a request from her currently, but I'm sure. I mean, you have what you need to. I mean, she's usually open soon. I'm sure she would talk with you. We don't hide anything.
Yeah, just point to us where, and we would like to meet her.
Okay. They take you to her office, and it's Limey West. And it's not a grand office. It's small. It does have place for books, both personal and borrowed. And see, this is another human. As she goes, "Oh, please sit." And the major idea of why you're here is presenting. Certainly, I can give you any detail you wish.
Yeah, I think I would just want to present the ring, if that's a good idea. Yeah, present the ring and just kind of dig some more. Just this found its way out of possession of the what do you call you people? The allegiance. And we have some questions about your dealings with it, this particular item.
Okay. I think that might have been stolen. I do remember cataloging it. Yes, we cataloged it, and after cataloging it, we went ahead and, with the other artifacts, traveled and we were attacked.
Where did you find it again?
Was this within the ruins?
Of Calmaro?
Yes. Yes, we went to the ruins of Kalmaro. We found the ring. As well as some other items, and we were transporting all of it back. When we were attacked, our guard didn't do a very good job. Any other questions?
What attacked you?
An individual was hooded. Couldn't see.
Do you know what color they were wearing?
Couldn't see. Like I said, I don't know what color they were wearing. It was very quick. I was very scared, and I was knocked unconscious. We woke up and simply went and were treated quickly, and others said that they were going to take all this off our hands. Apparently, they didn't, as I'm now wasting my time dealing with it.
Out of character. Prolix is being framed for this, and I guess we have all the evidence that they would know the more information about who had contact with this ring or who's been looking at it, or that's what we've gotten so far.
No, I think we've gotten that the ring was stolen from them when they found it.
Right.
And so they don't know who had it until now. Until it came into our possession.
So I'm gonna try to use my insight to see if I can believe that she's telling us everything.
Yeah.
And I'll cast guidance on myself to do that.
Sure.
Is it worth mentioning Prolix to them about this? That he's being framed, or is that not on the table?
At this point, I don't think we should mention Prolix. I'm just going to try to grab a satchel when we leave.
So that was the 17 for the insight about whether she's telling us everything.
Sure. She's very guarded here and has a high degree of discomfort. Her terse undertone, the expression in her eyes, is extremely uncomfortable.
Okay. So I'm just surprised. This item was logged, you say, but when we talked to your assistants, we did not see this in the log. The log was there was some missing details. Have you got another log or what?
No,
More information about this ring?
I'm sure if you go to any of the records, it was logged as an item, a ring, and I wasn't aware it was stolen. If you're talking about whether or not it was logged that it was stolen, that would have been my department.
Okay.
Just trying to think real quick. Yeah, I think Barris will just come up and just in a last ditch attempt to clear intentions and just make sure we get what we want. I think it'll just say we're all part of the same team here.
As you get closer to her, you notice thin, elevated red veins encircling the base of her right ring finger.
We're all friends here. We're all part of the allegiance of all sight. Your secrets will be eventually our secrets. Not looking for any trouble. We're just trying to see what's been happening, get to the bottom of who misplaced the ring and what you've been doing with it.
Excuse me.
I kind of just glance at her hand, just saying, playing around with things shouldn't be playing around with.
She goes, she puts her hands down and, excuse me, I am not here to be accused by those of insufficient rank. If you truly have proof or evidence or suspicions, you could go to Headmaster Alakritos and find it. But I will not be here by the likes of you. You have your information. That's all I know. And that you don't like the condition of my skin is of no concern to me.
Okay, then. We'll get out of your hair.
I've been looking around her office covertly. Do I see anything of interest or among her possessions?
You look around. Doesn't see. Yeah, you don't see anything like rudium artifacts or anything like that. It doesn't seem that they're here.
Okay. All right. Well, it seems to me that she's lying or holding back. So I don't feel like we're going to get much more out of her without that she's not going to willingly offer us anything else. So we're going to have to find another way.
Right. Yeah, come on. I'm going to try something else. So let's get ready to leave. And as we're walking, I kind of just say, send my regards to Prolix. Tell him that we're thinking about him. Just kind of see if she has a little reaction to the name Prolix.
She visibly does. She goes,
Yeah, I'll close the door behind us. So nobody's really giving any information out. What do we learn from the other two? They either they were kept in the dark about it, or that they were just playing along with the lie. What were they like? What do we learn from them?
You hear the shattering of glass from within the office.
Oh.
Shh, loud.
I'm gonna kick the door open.
You kick the door open and you see Limey just looking over her shoulder as you kick it open as she leaps and flies into the air. And
Oh, come on. I'm gonna head towards the window.
I'm gonna pull that grappling hook out of the bag of holding.
okay.
Well done.
She's giving herself a fly speed of 60 feet, so she gets 60 feet away here.
I would like to use my Radiant Soul next to my wings, use my movement of 45 feet, and then my bonus action, Step of the Wind.
Oh my god, that's right. That's right.
The wings come out. Radiant light shines out as the angelic form of Cuddles breaks into the room. Shoom, as a light, and you don't need magic to keep you aloft as you're in front of her.
What are you doing?
Okay, I think we need some initiative, so keep this going. Because she does not want to go, but let me get this going here.
We are still trying to join the allegiance.
Yeah, we are.
We did just join
Well.
the Allegiance.
This isn't looking good, but we are.
9.
Yeah, well, yeah, you just questioned a member and then they ran and you're running after them, so it's not necessarily a bad thing. So,
Well, natural 20 for 25.
There you go.
okay, so
19.
Pickle got 9. Okay. Gaio's got 19. Okay.
Yep.
Cool. It's a little late. Cool. That's the 4 of you. Very good. In that case, so what we'll say is, in this moment, we're going to kind of start the round, and she's 60 feet away. Captain Cuddles has gotten in front of her, preventing her escape. And Varys, it is your turn.
I mean, what are we trying to do here, people? Are we trying to? If we're trying to capture her, I guess just keep her in. I think. Why not do 2 dart attacks? I'm not going out there, and I can't fly.
Darts go 60 feet?
Yeah, that's their disadvantage. That's their
Disadvantage,
maximum.
yep.
So that's a
Okay,
disadvantage.
cool. So disadvantage.
Oh, damn it. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
All right, 13. Let me just see something. Get it straight on there. It doesn't look like they're going to dodge, and a barrier of magic tings as it bounces off as it gets within a quarter of an inch of them.
That's cheating, and I'll throw another one.
All right.
Oh, natural 1.
Yeah. First shot you throw it, and this one just goes wide somewhere as you hear "Ah!" down from the streets.
Without even looking down or giving anyone a chance to see me, I'm gonna just dive back into the room and Step of the Wind. I want to find those 2 students and just see if they're just make sure they don't go anywhere.
Okay.
I'm out of this fight. Like, I can't do anything in this fight.
Yeah,
right
yeah,
now.
yeah. I'd say, yeah, quick enough. This isn't all that big. You run, and you burst in, and they're, like, sitting there at their desk, like, looking at you very strangely.
Hi, yeah, and I kind of just close the door. Is there a lock on the door or anything like that, or just nothing like that?
There's a lock from the outside, not really an inside lock.
Cool. I'll kind of just hold the door, just laying on it like, hey, sorry, I just thought I'd chill in here real quick. When friends are talking to your professor, it's gonna take a while.
Okay, that's fine. They go back to their work.
Yep.
I'm like, all right. Giles.
I'm gonna lean out into the hallway, shout, "Help!" Run back to the window and shout to Cuddles, "Get her back!" Like, just guide her back this way.
Okay.
And
A bunch of like professors look at you like these are just a bunch of academics going, help with what? What you?
you did not hear a window just explode.
They look. What do you want us to do?
You're wizards, right?
I mean, not all of us. No.
Cool.
That's it.
Cuddles, get her back.
Like this is a academic institution. This is a bunch of students, professors, like a bunch of bookworms. They're like, Captain Cuddles.
I look at her and go, "Do you really want to do this?"
She looks at you. She goes, no. So let me pass.
"Sorry, I can't do." And I'm going to go play indoor.
Oof.
So the first one is a 22.
22 hits.
So that is 6 plus 4 radiant, so 10 damage, and I need her to make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Oof. 3.
And she goes stunned.
Okay.
And then my next action, I would actually like to grapple her, and then fly back with her.
Nice.
Nice. You grab her.
Yeah.
Perfect.
All right. So she's stunned.
And I'll actually use my bonus action to step of the wind and just get all the way right in front of Giles and like drop her on the ground.
Yeah.
Like, here you go.
Oh. Cool.
Nice.
All
So,
right.
yeah, you don't need me.
Pickle, is that anything you want to do?
Yeah, I guess we could just tie her up with. I've got some silk rope, and we could tie her up.
Okay.
Was she casting spells? Was she verbally casting spells?
I mean, you knew she flew without wings.
Right. Okay. Yeah. So we could gag her, but I guess we also want to talk to her.
We can gag her for now.
Yeah.
So what do you want to do?
Yeah, I've tied her up.
So okay, are you so you're tying her up and gagging her?
Yeah.
Okay. Sugar and tug, hands and mouth. Okay. So she's there.
I think we need to tell these professors that are milling around that what's occurred, and that we suspect this professor of being not on the up and up, and that they've appear to have lied about the whereabouts of this ring, and then they tried to escape. Extremely suspicious, and that they should be interrogated, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm chatting up the students. Like,
Are we still in initiative, Matt?
I was trying to get that. I think if you're having her tied up, I believe she is essentially restrained and is unable to act here. I think she's gonna, because you invented your turn. So when she's not stunned, she's going to attempt to get out of the ropes.
I'm gonna, like, when it came around to my turn, I was gonna put my boot on her neck, just keep her from trying to do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're tying her up, and you're putting your
Well,
foot on
not
her?
enough to like choke her, like just to keep her down.
Yeah, so it's a grapple. That's
yeah,
a grapple.
grapple.
That's a grapple. That's what we're trying to do. Yeah.
Center
Okay,
grappler. Okay.
Yeah.
Cool. Make a grapple check. Well, yeah, I'd say you can successfully grapple her. She's tied. She can still attempt to get out of the ropes.
Okay.
And so I'm going to say the rope DC is about 13.
Mm-hmm.
So she's going to try to wiggle out. That's with a 9. Okay. So with that, I'm going to say that you've successfully got her down then.
Okay.
It was just her one attempt to get out.
I would like to try to extort truth. Someone like walk up to her and flick her in the forehead. So I need a charisma saving throw. I'll make an attack roll for you though, just to see if I do hit. But I'm pretty. I'd have advantage because of So at 25.
Yes.
Yeah.
So no damage. I'm not
All
going
right.
to hurt her, but I do need a charisma 14.
Charisma 14
What is this archmage doing?
of 11.
Yes, finally works.
Yes.
Yes.
Oh,
You're gonna tell me everything you know.
I'll move
No,
my-
I'm not.
I'll move my foot from her neck, just standing on her back.
Okay, well, she's gagged.
Oh, yeah. You're still gonna talk.
Do you ungag her?
Uh,
You show her truth, but she's gagged. What
Yeah.
do you want to do?
We'll have to. I mean, unless any of us can read in her mind and tell it to her that way, we have to kind of talk to her.
no, I can't do that.
Yeah, I can't either.
Can I shout out to the professors in the hallway? Just try to get them to alert the headmaster of what's going on, so he can get
Yeah,
down here.
I mean, basically, they tell you can bring her to the headmaster.
Oh,
I have 10 minutes on the extort truth, so
Yeah, so the thing is that your role as being brought on is to do what you're asking their help with to do.
Yeah.
Like, you're the ones to restrain people and bring them over. That's actually what you're brought on to the academy as members to do. So you're like, do our job for us, and people are going, no.
damn it.
I wasn't there for that meeting. I was enjoying the city.
So you cast Extort Truth. Should we not question her, or?
Oh, we're gonna question her.
All right, so you want to bring her to the dean before you do so, is
Yeah.
what I'm hearing.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll just carry her over my shoulder.
I'm still talking to the students like, yeah, I didn't have enough money to even get into school, so it's just like I learned on my own. I don't even can I read? I can read a couple of things. I'm still in the room with them, so I have no idea what's happening.
you just see us walk by in the background.
Oh,
With
that was
The
cool.
professor over my shoulder.
That's
While all
Okay.
this kerfuffle is happening, I also investigate her office to see if there's anything of value I can pick up.
Yeah, you can probably get a few trinkets worth about 50 gold.
All right. Then I pop them in my pocket and scramble forth to hear what's going on.
cool. And I look at the students and like, you two probably want to be here for this.
Okay. They come and headmaster just kind of looks at all this, and you question her, and she refuses to answer. And he goes, right. As you give all this, I will need a persuasion check to persuade him with your evidence.
Who's good
I
at
have a
talking
plus.
to people?
I have a +0, man.
I will do it. I have a plus.
I have
Five plus
22.
one.
22.
Okay, there you go.
Oh, you rolled at 22. Very good.
Well, I rolled a 19, yeah, but plus 3.
Oh, okay.
Okay, there you go. He goes like, I'll do it. Excellent. So you present all the evidence, Pickles, as... All right. You've done well. My goodness. In that case,
Isn't it
we
true?
will take... Yeah,
Isn't
go
it
ahead.
true, Professor Lemley, that you did conspire by falsifying evidence and mislaying this ring, attempting to defame another colleague?
She just sits there.
She's on Zone of Truth. Or Extort
Yeah.
Truth.
It does not compel her to answer.
No, she just can't deliberately lie.
And seeing these effects is partially what helps you. Someone not answering while under the effect of this in this society is sort of criminal.
Right.
Or at least,
effects,
yeah, because they like to say, you know, and thus they are brought into custody, and guards from the hands of Ord are brought in as all of you make sure that it's good, and he even insists when she doesn't answer. You can see he's kind of at the ready, with like kind of some magic glowing at his fingers to react to her. And then as soon as it's obvious she's not going to answer, she's re-gagged, and he kind of calms down. He's like, "Okay," I goes, "I don't know what she has prepared, and there's many things that could be problematic."
Yeah. So is potential exposure to iridium too. You can't have that going around.
Of course. So, well done. I'm very happy that. I think I'm most happy that Prolix is not the traitor. She's most certainly working with either the consortium or. I'm worried about the Sentinels as of late. You two. You remember no details. Gonna nod. I see. And
She's a mage. I'm sure that she.
He rumbles through
influenced them.
some things, and he takes out a scroll and kind of reads a little bit, and puts his hand out, and the one kind of blinks. She led us down a passageway, and we were attacked. It was, certainly we have memories altered. Very good. So, he takes out a pouch and hands it. It's small, of a small pouch of coins, and gives it to all of you. Thank you for your help.
All it
Doing
is
our
work.
jobs.
I'll look and count the money.
Hero justice is at your service.
As he does that, he also gives you a satchel. Says, please return this to Prolix. I've taken the liberty of taking out the life drone schematics. The schematics that were planted, obviously. He was good for not returning.
Right. Sure.
Yeah, of course. Shit.
Still counting money.
It seemed that he would have been there. You find 50 platinum pieces.
Yes, I do.
Oh,
50. I'll split that up. Just give me one second. Okay, carry on.
Yes, right. Well, off to Prolix then. And members in good standing. I know that you're very eager to get down into Calmaro. You've gone through the steps I asked. You've waited, and as promised, you are now members of the Allegiance. I promise you that you are right now our top choice for the next expedition, or a reason we have to go down. And please trust me again when I say there are movements, especially with this new information. There's no way that all this happened from one enemy faction. I'm worried that the Sentinels of Memory have allied themselves with the Vermilion Consortium. Especially with this memory loss we see in front of us. It's usually first off, Laimi here is not talented enough to alter memory. Secondly, even if she were, what I just did would not have removed it. What I did was take away a curse. A curse of memory that, especially as they demonstrated, not a rewritten memory, but more of a lost memory. I feel that might be the Sentinels.
Quick out of character, I'm not too keen on the details of the Sentinels.
Neither's your character.
Oh! For any of us? For any of us? No. Okay.
You know them as a minor faction, and they've been mentioned. They were brought up when you were talking to the librarian had up before about one of the ones that wanted to see this whole thing forgotten.
Hmm.
And that they sprung up about the time that this was discovered. It's a faction of people who wish it to not be explored.
Oh, they don't want people going into the drowned city.
They're the ones who think it's a prison.
That's the temple.
That's not meant to, yeah. But he, unless you have any more questions for him, he's good to. He's head order arrives, takes care of Limey, and the other student is uncursed, and they are upset, and he essentially, it's okay, it happens, but maybe we will give you a little more training to combat these things.
Yeah, I mean, you guys come find me. I'm good at centering people's energies from the inside to protect them from certain things like this. You ever need a class, I can always help you.
And he turns to Cuddles, and thank you for your truth punches. It's I'm not familiar with the magic of the body, but we recognize it, and it is truly impressive, and we usually don't get many. The Cobalt Soul keeps most of you. And we are thankful for your help. And I trust you can keep your professional and personal allegiances separate.
Of course.
Very good. I don't suspect our goals would be much different, but please. You've shown so far that you can at least know your job. So,
Yeah.
And I mean this in the most respectful way.
Thank you, Headmaster.
And releases you. Where do you want to go? You've got the satchel and The ring was not taken from you.
Well, real quick, this is split up between the 6 of us. We each get 8 platinum and 33 gold. If my conversions were correct.
What?
It
For
would
the 50
be 3.
Oh, sorry.
8 platinum, 3 gold, then 3
8
silver.
platinum. 3 gold, I'm sorry, 3 gold. Not 30
Yeah.
gold, 3 gold. Squeeze me. I'm not a math student. I was never good at it. All right. Yeah. I guess we either find Prolix and just tell him everything's okay if he's not there already.
Yeah, I say we. Did Prolix tell us where we could find him after we split?
Yeah, it's easy enough to find them. It goes, thank you. Thank you. Keep the ring. It's... I did look at it. It's up to you whether you wish to use it. It's, you know the dangers, I believe. Right? Yes?
Yeah.
This would... It allows you to breathe water and swim. However, it also gives you... If you can access the ruidium within to get some extra power. It would make you stronger physically, increase your physical strength, and allow you to damage enemies much more efficiently. But beware of the iridium seeks to change you. So you can look us up in D&D Beyond. This is Ring of Red Fury.
I mean, I would. Let me look at this. That's a bonus to the damage roll.
Yeah, so it effectively gives you a little bit of rage, like Barbarian, except that when you hit with an attack, you add your proficiency bonus to the damage roll. And difficult terrain doesn't cost you any extra movement, and you're immune to paralyzed and restrained.
Ooh, okay. Very.
When you activate the Viridium Rage as a bonus action.
Yeah.
That's the reason. But once you do, you got to make a DC 20 Charisma saving throw. On a fail, you gain Exhaustion and Ruidium Corruption.
Yeah. So as a group, you can decide who's going to carry that, if any of you.
I mean, I can benefit to this. Punching harder is always a plus.
It does just a strength.
Oh no, you hit it at attack.
Yeah, true.
And is the quarterstaff strength based or is that dex based?
For
I think
you, it
it's
would be
first.
Dex.
I think it's either one. Oh, any monk weapon, I think you can be Dex.
Right.
Yep.
Okay. That's true.
And it's only advantage on strength checks and saving throws.
I mean, that's baller actually.
But also breathing underwater and swimming.
Yes.
Some of
also
us,
that.
some of us
Out
are
of character. Out of character in this time out. Once the thing is exalted, then I think it does that. I'm pretty sure. I don't know, but I think
We're gonna have to wait.
back in character.
Let's see.
Yeah, we'll have to see to find out.
Yeah. I plan on using this ring. I I think that'd be great.
I mean, if you want it.
Yeah. I'll take the risks.
Okay.
All right. Very good.
Right. Oh boy. Okay.
So, as a reminder, ruidium exposure. A failure on that can result in exhaustion.
Mhm.
So, just as an idea of the effects, it can get quite nasty. But So, some time's going to go by here. You have days. So essentially, this is going to be. Just kind of let you know, it's going to be about a week of game time for anything you'd like to do.
I'd occasionally just go to the fighting pit to just flex all the fighting skill and keep working on just start working on fighting technique.
Yeah. And Pickles.
I will investigate, look through my thieves' ring contacts, like which charities are helping street urchins, and then I'll donate all my stolen trinkets to that charity, whatever that may be.
Varys is so happy you did this because he's also a street urchin.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think you find someone here. As you're doing your thieves' cant and stuff, and you're still new to the city, but you've done several things, and you're approached. I would say as you're doing your inquiries to find this. Because everything's in riddles, and such as is the official things here, it's very slow to talk to somebody. And I think you approached while eating breakfast at the bunkhouse by a gentleman in nice clothes, but not not the most expensive, but nice. And it's just right across from you. He goes, "You've been asking. And I've heard very good things. But I wonder, are you too good?"
I struggle. I walk the path of Nebulun on my good days, and on my bad days, I relapse. So I do have things I'm working on.
Good. Your association with the Academy is troubling to us. But if you are willing to... Are you interested in more of the underground here upon Corral? Or do you wish to be pleasantly ignorant?
No, I seek knowledge in all things.
Knowledge comes with jobs.
Oh, jobs. I know them well.
Okay. In that case, I will relay this information and what is it you wished to be done? You wanted to talk to us for some reason?
Oh, yes. I'm seeking to understand the city, how the support for the street urchins runs, and I'm looking to make a donation to a disreputable but actually effective charity that assists these children.
Yes. You understand. That's good. I will take it. And actually, here. And he gives you an address, and he puts it down. It will take some days, but as you say, unlike others, it is good for you to see what your donation does. And while I would take this now, a few days, stop by there. And
Right. I hand over all my trinkets. I've got 50 golds worth from Lemley and 10 gold worth from the butcher shop.
takes it all. Yeah, 60 goes. Okay. This will do well. I hear your name is Pickle.
Correct.
Good. In a few days, I will have a pickle. There. At the front desk. Simply without asking, take a bite out of it. And they will show you what is happening.
All right.
I love that. That's hilarious.
And well met.
Well met.
Be pleased. And walks away.
Yeah,
And you-
Pickle just lives for this. Pickle's really high on this encounter now.
I'm for it. I'm not even there.
All right, thank you.
All right. And do you go and check on it in a few days?
Of course, yes.
Hell
yeah.
Do you bring anybody with you, or is it just you?
I don't think I have any special friends in the group so far, so I go on my own.
Mm-hmm. And you take the bite, like you go up and they look at you weirdly, and you just kind of take this pickle. And there is this moment where like there's this really thing of suspicion to this broad smile. And it's this elderly woman, tiefling. The hue of their skin has left them for the most part. It's just very dull, and you can say they're going on in years. And they go, "Oh, our special donor. I am so happy to see you. I was... We are taken care of, don't get me wrong, but such an unexpected gift. It is... Come. And she leads you, this place the address you've come to is a modest building. And the top you see school being taught, and everyone here is just kind of how you'd expect urchins to look a little bit. They're dirty. Your eye, though, kind of gets that it's somewhat recent dirt as opposed to dirt that's been on a long time.
Oh, these manufactured urchins.
She goes, I'll show you. She goes, only those who've been there would know that. But you see that they're also, they're learning. They're going through school and such things. And you also notice that they aren't overly thin or gaunt. And she goes over to what looks like a closet, and she opens it up, and she takes this broom, and quicker than you think she can, she like twists it on the wall, and it's almost like opening a safe. And it opens up into this staircase that is rough. Not overly elegant, a little rounded at the edges. It's easy to fall off, but there's a handlebar there. And you come down, and you see a place for about 100 beds. And she goes, "Oh, I need to tell you, there were 50 before your gift." And judging by it, about 50 look almost brand new. The new wood or new construction, could say, because it does seem. It's one of those interesting things. It's looks like reclaimed wood, but you see where fresh marks have been made within it. It's kind of the resource management as keeping costs down almost. And you see that there are baths and there's water, that there's food, and you also see that there's about another, where you saw maybe 20, 25 up above, there's about 75 here, and they are doing things like learning to leap, cover, sneak around, loose weapon training.
Oh man.
So Pickle is blustering, but you can tell that they're choking back almost tears, like of being moved by this, because that's what would have been so great when they were going through some hard times. So, oh well, this is all very well. I commend you. I commend you on this work. He says to the woman.
Commend you for being generous. We, yes, we were able to double with that, and we can keep them for at least 2 more years of what you gave us. And it was good. We are supported by the organization. And they will all have a choice. That is the rule here. They may continue, or they may go and do whatever they want, but they will be given the knowledge they need to be a part of society. Whatever one they want, whether in the light or the dark.
Well, I'm so glad to hear it, and I will continue my association with your group. And while Pickle is doing all this, Pickle also is keeping an eye on their own backpack, because all these children are training to be thieves.
Make a perception check.
Alright. Where am I? 25.
Nice.
25. As you go, you just notice 3 kids all having their hands like going towards your bag, and they go, huh.
I mean, that was
Not
really
today,
good.
imps. Not today, imps.
Are they 3 normal sized kids trying to pickpocket a smaller
Gnome?
humanoid?
They're a little taller, but they're all crouched down, and they're like,
Yeah.
and you can tell that relatively, they, to give you to something where to do with their skill, they would have each gotten a 18, 19, and dirty 20.
Not today, imps. You will need to train a longer for this particular backpack.
They start laughing and go, they look at you and go, well, good thing she's not the guard, and like kind of cracks this, not a long one but a small one, not one that you can tell it wouldn't be useful at all to hit a kid, but just makes a noise, just to kind of be like. It's only like 2 feet, and even the way she does it, like she couldn't catch these kids to hurt them, but it's really just this noise maker, and they run like and they go little rapscallions. But anyway, good, and your name is being passed around, and
Fantastic.
you might be able to get help. So. So practically, if you need to do some underground information seeking, you can have advantage on any persuasion check to do so.
Nice.
Nice.
In the underworld here so far.
It was a good pickle too, actually.
Damn. I wish Ferris knew about this. He would have loved that. Like he. That's so great.
Very good.
If we're talking about what we do for the week.
Yes.
I think Varys is kind of used to going on his own without the group, so he kind of wants to just go around the city some more, and like all the paths that he was going through to make sure he can get through the city quicker. He'll go through those and like do like little his own makeshift parkour race he does with himself to see if he can go a lap around the city faster and faster and faster. Just try and get better with that. And I guess exhausting. He's seen these same sights over and over and over again, and he loves Ank'Harel, but he's also wondering what else is out there. So I think he'll probably just check around the city to see if he can get any maps or information about other cities outside of this one. So any like notable occasions in Marquette, I guess he kind of wants to just know a little more.
Mm-hmm.
He's like studying for the London cabbie exam or something.
It's just a wanderlust, honestly. He's just.
It's been handy for us so far. We've really relied on it.
Yeah, but just most of the time it's just like if you're ever like walking on your own in the city during the day, you'll maybe catch him going across rooftops or sliding through the market as fast as he can, like, "Hey guys, bye guys," and just keeps going.
Very cool.
Captain Cuddles, during the day, he'll spend time normally drawing the whole town of Ank'Harel on the map. And at nighttime, he becomes a vigilante and helps people.
Yes!
And helps the innocent people. Like, if people are getting mugged or, like, he sees anybody in trouble, he'll drop down and, like, beat up the mugger and then disappear and be like, hero of justice.
Yes. He's the hero we don't deserve. He's the hero we need to deserve.
Captain Cuddles, can you just tell me what you look like? Because I'm trying to imagine here.
Oh wow.
Now I look like I'm about. Let's see, what did I say on side height? Height I am about probably 6'2". I have long, white hair that's in a fro. I have this luminous halo above my head normally that you see. I have really tan skin. And I look really buff, but I'm not strong at all. And I have glowing yellow eyes. And all I wear is normally a blue and gold sash now.
That's all you wear? Just a sash? You're otherwise
nude? Pretty much. I used to be a bear. So I'm still getting used to clothes.
Teddy bear specifically.
A teddy bear.
A former teddy bear.
Until I got reincarnated.
Wow. Okay.
That's a story, actually.
that all happened in game.
Yeah, that happened in game.
That's real.
Like after viciously murdering a
highwayman.
A highwayman. We found resurrection dust on him and then turned him into an ASMR.
It's great.
It was awesome.
Wow. So you're saving people all over the city. Wow.
I'm Captain Cuddles.
Defender of justice.
Defender of justice. Hero for all.
That's amazing. So that's good.
And that's why during the day I also want to draw maps, so then I know exactly where and can draw on the maps of where all these bad things are happening.
If you go to Varys, he'll tell you some nice little routes that'll cut through a lot quicker.
All right, so you both spend time. You can either make for me a investigation check, or let's do survival. One of those two.
Sure. Survival. Ooh, that's a 6.
What about Varys?
I think survival's probably the best one to do. Yeah. Natural 20 for 28.
Nice. So Varys, you very much know this city. And so kind of given this week of studying, I'm going to say that you on advantages to track or to get away in a chase scenario, you will have advantage.
Awesome. Okay.
Damn, y'all are helping out the city. I'm just
Um,
punching people.
Now, I think Cuddles on your other thing, because you were trying to figure out the city, I'm going to go ahead and do. Give me a. This
Can I
is
do
going to
it?
be performance, I think.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
can I do an intimidation for like the bad guys? Since I would be like trying to stop bad guys all the time.
So you're a Batman. Is
Yeah.
what you're trying to do. Okay.
Pretty much.
I gotcha. Because yeah, intimidation would be how well you're known in the criminal areas.
Okay.
Persuasion or performance, your choice. I say
Okay.
performance actually
They're the
would
same,
be
so.
would be how well you're known by the common person.
Performance. That's a 19.
19. Okay. So yeah. Throughout the week, there's small pictures that children draw of a winged masked man. Very indecent pictures that are then taken down by their adults. And they start to call Captain Cuddles also by Captain Streak.
Take it.
And once in a while, some women go, "We are pleased indeed," and no, I don't know. I'll just be a jerk. I'm sure they don't say that. Just, but yes, yes. But there's jokes about it. But there is this Sigfotis, and it's known as somewhat crazy, unconventional, but good. And your reputation is a good one. So I'll say so. What I'll have you is if you can, if you are in a talking with any good aligned character, if you reveal your identity as Captain Cuddles, you can have advantage on any persuasion checks with that good aligned character.
Cool.
And I think, let's see here. Giles, I'll let you either do performance here. This would be like you start to get a sponsor for your gladiator fights, or you could just do like how well you do like basic strength check. It's up to you. Athletics check, I would say.
Oh, athletics? Hell yeah, I'm going athletics. Plus 11.
Okay, so athletics here. So athletics is how well you performed in like how well you just simply did. So I'll say throughout that you were able to win this week another 55 gold for your deal, but you didn't get influence.
Like it's a plus 11 for that, right?
So,
Oh, I thought you rolled. I'm sorry.
No.
no, I didn't. So
That's just
it's plus
modifier.
11 to the roll, so that's 24.
24. I thought you got a higher roll than that. Sorry. So yeah, I thought you said 20. Okay, whatever. My brain.
Yeah.
At any rate, you still get the 55 gold for the 24 because that's what I think I thought you said. Sorry about that.
You're all good. Awesome. Fight was just really just to work on technique.
Yeah.
Technique.
Very good. All right. So I think that ends our week of downtime. Everybody good?
Yeah, just so I have that in my notes, it's advantage on escaping a chase while like in the city streets, or is
Yeah.
Yeah.
The city streets. Yeah. Yeah, this is tracking or escaping within the city
tracking.
streets.
Gotcha.
As you've, as long as you're leading it. So very cool. Productive little bit of downtime. Very nice. And you're summoned to meet with both headmasters This is Grizz Alakritos and James Cryon. And this is in the office of Headmaster Cryon. And as you step in, you see he and Alakritos are present. And Cryon welcomes you curtly, while Alakritos gestures you to take the chair. And Headmaster Cryon says very coolly, "It seems you can add counter-espionage to your list of accomplishments. And a good thing, too," Alakritos follows up hastily. "There is trouble in Kalmaro."
What happened?
What happened? Does Cryon tell you? Maybe hasn't been the most excited about your admittance. Well, apparently your work wasn't as thorough as we would have liked. As Akito says, they did what they were asked to do. We didn't even know. He's like, anyway. We are certain that the Vermilion Dream has infiltrated our excavation of Kalmaro.
Oh shit.
Now, as Alkitos continues, judging from the way things have been going, and your work with Limey, we think there's another double agent. From what we can tell, they are helping the consortium find and smuggle ruidium. And what is troubling is that they aren't taking any artifacts, only ruidium. That they don't wish it for. Feels like they're trying to do something with it. So, you have 7 days as part of your mission here to prove that Helicretos hasn't gone bonkers with employing you. Inducting them, even worse. You're to enter Kalmaro, travel to the Allegiance of All Sites base camp, and meet with Insight Akure, the archaeology, and currently the leader. Will
So
you...
the professor, you mean?
Yes. With the rank of Insight. Above yours, I might add. Arquitos says, now, you're free to explore Kalmaro while you're down there. And looks at you very in the eyes, Guile, all of you. Kind of like as you asked. And you're to capture and Cryon adds, or kill a spy. Yes, Guito says. Either is honestly acceptable. Of course, information is good, but we understand the danger that it could pose to you or to the poor people who you would probably put in danger. What's going on?
Oh,
Okujo says, so, as a way to, we do try to prep our agents as much as possible. And you're each given an Allegiance of All Sight badge that you can show to enter Calmarel now. You are also each provided with a potion of water breathing.
I hand mine to somebody. I don't need this.
I'll take the other one, I guess.
I need water breathing. I not the best swimmer. Not the best swimmer.
Yes, just in case, there are air-filled passages that we have found in Calmarel, but there are sunken ones as well. So in case, wherever this may take you. Kind of goes, I imagine that the spy must have already acquired a badge. So they would be hard to spot. However, either way, should you succeed in eliminating this agent, you will be granted 1,000 gold pieces for your troubles. And Alakri just nods at Cryon. Cryon almost feels like they're vomiting the next sentence out. Continued access to Calmarel for as long as you remain members of the Allegiance.
Headmaster, that was never in question. We're here for the Allegiance. We've done good so far. I think little faith would behoove you to trust us.
Right. Faith in a bunch of strong arms who've not proven a strong mind. And Alacritos kind of just smacks them. He goes, good thing we're of the same rank then, huh? You stodgy old. Good thing for them.
We'll have you try.
Alki just walks you out and says, believe me, we are all you. There are those who know what you do. He's a bit of an elitist, and there's no getting past that, I'm afraid.
Yeah. It's fun to poke at him, though.
It is. Believe me, he looks down on his superiors in the same way.
Awesome. All right. I'll turn to the group and saying, time for the hole.
Time for the hole.
Time for the
All been
hole.
leading up to this, guys.
It's all been here.
Hole. We started an adventure with a hole in the ground. Now we're going back to a hole in the ground.
Yeah, man.
All right. Let's see here. Steph, you gonna have to go?
Yeah, at 10. But you guys carry on, and I'll just duck out.
Okay. Thanks so much for hanging out with us while
Yeah.
you could. Oh my goodness,
Right.
and we're gonna miss you.
All right. See you in a
Yeah.
I
couple
do
weeks.
have to go also, Matt,
All right.
in a few minutes.
Okay.
After work.
I'll go now. This is a natural point where it
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, that's what I
Thanks,
was
guys.
kind of wondering.
Yeah. All right. Take care. See you in a
See
few
ya.
weeks.
See ya.
Yeah.
All right. All right. Is this going to be normal, Josh, or is this just
No,
once?
it's just because we're getting the restaurant open.
Yeah.
So
I just want to make
Yeah.
sure. Make sure we didn't have to alter something in our timing or whatever.
Yep.
Well, sounds like we probably should just break for the day.
I think so, yeah. We also
Probably.
would like to have Sam be a part of this, too.
Yeah, I think
Yeah.
He
yeah,
really wants to go to the hole.
there's that, and yeah, I feel like let's just
Yeah.
I mean that works out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Natural break in the story.
Yeah, it is. As you guys have done a lot and some good RP stuff. Yeah. Well, dang it, I was kept stuff around for the thing. Oh well. I didn't quite realize all that. So, yeah. Let's end the stream and then we can talk. And look, destroying it, everybody. But
Yeah.
we got some good stuff. And as a D, I was going to say, you know what? I love the RP, and I love we went off a little bit off the module today, so that was really fun. And especially, some of you watched this. Pickles I loved Pickles' little thing, and that was a lot of fun. So,
Yo, free pickles.
Yes.
I really liked that connection. So, all right, and we are back later today at 5 p.m. EST for some Monster of the Week, and I'm really excited because I've been able to do some creative things for that, and because I'm not making minis and battle plans, so I'm making other things, which is really fun. So
Cool.
Cool.
we'll see everybody back for that. So bye bye Twitch.